first of all, like all of this protesting and stuff, who has the freaking time to do that? I mean,
Apparently, a lot of people.
You got it? Yeah. She's heavy, huh? 16 pounds. Well, apparently too many people have time to do this. And what I personally didn't understand as an immigrant myself, right? And it was expensive. It was a long. Oh my God, she's also slobbering. Yeah.
It's all good.
It's a horrible process.
Yeah.
It is a horrible process to go through, and I don't understand with these protests down in LA that recently happened, where I'm a proud German, but I'm also very proud American, and you have these. I would never in my life think to be here and protest and swing a German flag to no. This is America.
Because that would be ridiculous.
Right. So you're waving, and I have a lot of good Mexican friends, and I have a lot of good friends from South America, and I love them. I love them to death, and they're great people, and they share my opinion. Why do you don't want to go back there?
Right.
But you burn the American flag and wave the Mexican flag in the streets of Los Angeles.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't get it. It's stolen land. It's stolen land. A little bit of history, people. California was purchased by the United States. This is not none of this is stolen, right? And I just don't understand it. Like, do you not have any respect for? You don't want to go back to where you're waving your flag from. Doesn't make sense. If these people were in the streets waving American flags, we want to stay here, America first, and USA.
Yeah.
And maybe not burn and spit on the American flag.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Because I live in Germany. Let me go in the street and set a German flag on fire. They're gonna kick me out the same day. You know what I'm saying? They sent me a letter talking about my immigration status because I got a ticket on a fucking scooter.
On your fucking scooter.
Yeah. They don't play. And there's no birthright citizenship there or anywhere else in the world. You go to Germany if you want to and think you're gonna be two Americans or two people from whatever country and have a baby there and it's gonna be German. You are in for a rude awakening.
You'll be surprised. I mean, I've made a big mistake when it came to my immigration, because I did not realize I would lose my German citizenship the second I
they
get
took your
sworn
German?
in. I am unfortunately no longer a German, like on paper.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know they did that.
and it takes 3, 4, 5 years to. Well, that only came up because we said, like, okay, we'd like to have our daughter to have dual citizenship.
Right.
So if she wants to go to Europe at some point, she can. And I mean, that's going to be a process now. It's going to be a 3, 4 year process for me to get my dual citizenship from the country that I have a birth certificate from.
Wow.
It's kindergarten transfer.
Right. I gotta get. No, listen. They make me get like all like. Cards and transcripts and stuff like that. The fact where I went to school and all these things. It's a pain in the ass.
With the German government?
With
so
the
you get
German
your passport
government
back? Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
No, I'm just fully American. I have to when we fly to Europe or when we fly to Germany, I have to go to immigration with my American passport and go through it like an American.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's news to me.
That's my own mistake. No, and I was devastated like when we found that out, because I spoke to the consulate down in Miami, because we wanted her to get and maybe same with Farah, so we can all have dual citizenship, and that did not work out well for me.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that process, man. But that just shows you that other countries don't play around when it comes to like, immigration and stuff. And people here are they don't appreciate it, and they're so ideologically driven that they go protest for nonsense. Because nobody hates immigration or immigrants just for being immigrants. People just rightfully so are concerned with undocumented people coming in. Because if they're undocumented, you know, you don't have documents on them. You don't know who the fuck, you don't know who the hell they are.
Fuck you are. Yeah.
And they came here illegally, and it spits in the face of people like you, who came here the right way and got your shit the right way. Why would you or anybody else be okay with that unless they're, you know, Trump deranged or ideologically driven to like? Because I had an argument with a family member of mine, right? Because I was like, you know, I posted a status and I was like, immigration is not a black issue, because a lot of black people were coming out like, oh, we're next and they're gonna send us back to Africa. First of all, you've never been to Africa. You're not actually African.
Right. As American as white Americans.
Yes.
Been around since everybody got here.
Yes.
And poor Native Americans, but that's a different
So
story.
it's ridiculous to think, you know, to fearmonger and say Trump is gonna send black people back to Africa because you can't go back to where you came from. But, you know, my point is,
sorry, like
it is a thing though.
I'm not trying to, you know, with because family member of yours, but I think like who put that in your head, right? That is
CNN, MSNBC, Joy Reid. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, these guys. Yeah,
it's just like they conflate it and fearmonger about it, but if you really dive into it, it's we just want the illegals out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And we want it to be fair for people who came here and did the right thing.
Did it the right way, worked hard, and you know, I like I said, I know a lot of them, and I know a lot of Mexicans or people from South America. They did it legally, right? And I mean, Nelson is a fantastic example, right? He's a U.S. citizen for about 10 years. I mean, the man flew in the Colombian army, then for the U.S. Army, right? Went to war a bunch of times for all that, and then went over to Europe and came back and trains helicopter pilots and combat pilots everywhere, right? And
earned his stay.
Earned every single thing that he did, and I have so much respect for people like that. And I'm sorry if you only because you swam across a river and jumped a fence does not give you the right, in my personal opinion, to conduct business and live here and do whatever the fuck you want and commit crimes or any of these things, right?
Yeah, and like I said, I had a little, not an argument, but a little back and forth with him about it, because I was like, because he commented and he was like, I have a Venezuelan friend that is here undocumented, and he was like, I go to protest on behalf of him and blah blah blah, and I was like, man, you take your black ass out there you want to, you know what I'm saying? But that's beside the point. I was like, like, why would it? But anyway, I was like, okay, because he was like, he's gonna get separated from his family, and it's cruel to, regardless of what happened, and like it's inhumane and cruel to take somebody away from their family and send them back to where they came from. And I was like, okay, let's look at it a little more logical.
Right.
Being undocumented in America is a crime. You broke the law.
You broke the law.
And nobody's trying to put you in jail. They're just trying to send you home. You know what I'm saying? And okay, since you're hung up on family separation, right? If his story was like his parents came undocumented, or they tried to come legally and didn't keep up with their paperwork, so they eventually became undocumented.
Okay,
and then they in turn didn't document their son. So he was like, it's not his fault. And I was like, okay,
no, you fucked up.
His parents failed him.
Right.
In the same way, a drug dealer's, like say your dad is a drug dealer, he afforded you your whole life off the drug money, you lived, and he got away with it for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets caught, and he gets separated from the family and get put in prison. I was like, are you gonna go protest for that family?
No,
and that
nobody's
guy?
gonna do that.
So why are you protesting for the other crime?
Really good point, Tommy. No, really good point. It's and it's a lot of things, right? It's not that I know some people that are in DACA state. I think there's this DACA thing.
The Dreamers or whatever.
No. It's actually people that came from Mexico and stuff like that, and they live and work over here in the U.S. and but they have some kind of protective status or something like
The
that.
DACA recipients.
Yeah, right. And I mean, these people, I know a few of them, and they're hard-working motherfuckers. And all they want to do is make sure. I mean, their children are born here, right? They've been trying to do all of these things for decades.
Right.
And it takes them 2-3 decades to get a green card. You know, and I mean, that's dedication. They always have to keep up with their stuff.
Right. That's your responsibility, though.
Exactly. And if you think, oh, it's too hard to keep up with my paperwork, well, sorry. Like if you like it's that this is your responsibility and you have a responsibility for your family, then do your job.
Exactly.